do.
Mm-hmm.
I finished
The course.
the work you've given me to. I'm done. I've done everything you asked.
It is finished.
Now, in Matthew chapter 11, we read, "Come to me, and I'll give you rest." But you know, it's only after we have begun to experience what salvation really means that we surrender our will to Jesus for rest. See, whatever is causing us a sense of uncertainty is actually a call to our will.
Mm-hmm.
And Jesus says, "Come to me." You see, this is the thing where this is the voluntary coming. It's not per se a receiving. No, it's a hearing and obeying. It's a coming to Jesus. So that's a proper application where Jesus says, "Come unto me." And so he's saying, surrender to me for deliverance.
Yeah, instead of saying, "You get over here right now," he didn't say it that way. "You come unto me."
And then how about this? About becoming spiritual. Matthew 16. It says, "If anyone desires to come after me, let him deny himself." You don't even have the book open to that. You must know that verse.
Well, I just have heard it preached a lot.
Here's the thing. The surrender here is of my life to Jesus. In his rest at the heart of my being, he says, if you want to be my disciple, you must give up the right to yourself, but you give the right up to me. And once this is done, the remainder of your life will exhibit nothing but the evidence of this surrender, and you will never need to be concerned again with what the future may hold for you. Whatever your circumstances may be, Jesus is totally sufficient. Amen? And then he says something else too. In John chapter 21, he says this. "Another will gird you." Matter of fact, somebody go to John 21, verse 18. John 21, verse 18. And this will be where we'll conclude this evening. Are you there?
Yep.
You want to read it, sister? Big and loud. Loud as you can.
"Very truly, I tell you, when you were younger, you dressed yourself and went where you wanted. But when you are old, you will stretch out your hands, and someone else will dress you and lead you where you do not want to go." Jesus said to indicate the kind of death by which Peter would glorify God. Then he said to him, "Follow me."
Go to 19 as well.
I did read 19.
Oh, you didn't read 18?
Yeah, I read
Oh, you read both?
18 and 19.
Okay. So get this. He says, and another will do what?
Dress
When you were
and
young,
lead
you went where you wanted to, but when you get old, another will,
lead you where you don't want to go.
they'll lead you, they'll gird you, they'll hold you up. Have you learned what it means to be girded for death? Beware of some surrender that you make in an ecstatic moment of your life, because you are apt to take it back again. In other words, if it was just a sense of emotion, if it was just something that happened in the spur of the moment, because you're apt to take it back. So it goes along with this. Many times to surrender, it's going to take a while before you finally totally surrender. I surrender all to Jesus. All to him I freely give. I surrender. Come on, everybody else. I surrender. I surrender. So it may take a while for you to listen, just to be clear, You should be too. I'm aware of anybody who said, I surrendered it all just one time and that was it. But because you'll probably watch that person and find out that they take it back quite often. Take matters into their own hands once again. You see, true surrender is a matter of being united together with Jesus. Romans chapter 6, verse 5. It's a matter of being united together with Jesus in the likeness of his death, until nothing ever appeals to you that did not appeal to him. And after you surrender, then what? After you surrender, then what? What?
Yes, bring it back when Linda's dad almost, he had his finger cut off at work, and now I see what it means. I can't even whip a bar of soap. And
Every
you
little
don't
bit
get
helps.
it till you don't have it.
So after you surrender, your entire life should be characterized by an eagerness to maintain unbroken fellowship and oneness with God and with the people of God. Did you hear what I'm saying? Your life should be marked with an eagerness to maintain unbroken fellowship and oneness with God and the people of God. I don't think you heard me.
Eagerness with God.
You should have an eagerness to maintain unbroken fellowship and oneness with God and the people of God. So again, if you go back, because that's, like we shared this morning, to forsake not the assembling as many people are making the habit of. But think about what I'm saying here. When you have truly surrendered, you're going to have this eagerness to maintain that fellowship with God and with the people of God. But what has to happen is that we have to put away our pride. Amen? Not think that, well, I'll put it this way. Not think that God needs our help. I got to give you this so you get it. He allows our help. Are you hearing what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
God allows us to help him.
If we desire.
He allows us to help him. He gives us the desire.
We desire, he
But the will is up to you to give back to him. Say, Lord, I give you my will. What did Jesus say in the garden? He humbled himself. He says, not my will, but thy will. Amen? So what will have to happen? What is this? What is the one step that you'll take? Maybe not today, but maybe tomorrow. What is one step that you'll take to remove that pride and act in humility? What will you do? Have you got a game plan yet? Harold, have you got a game plan? Have you got something in mind that you need to do to remove some pride from your life? Crickets.
I've already gotten rid of a lot of the pride that I used to have through the years of learning under your teaching. I used to be real proud of my tractors and things like that. They don't mean that much anymore.
Yeah, I can't quite take them with you, can you?
No, I can't take them with me.
So what we have to find something, because there's got. I would guarantee you, there's something. Every day I get up. Every day I get up, and let me help you out with something. Because every day there's a side that will absolutely make my day not so good. And that's when I am prideful. It's not, hey, it's okay, but just to be clear, is it okay to be proud?
I think so.
Yes.
What it's not okay is to be full of pride.
No.
It's okay to be proud.
Yes.
It's okay to be proud of your church, proud of your friends,
Yes.
proud of your. Think about all the things you can be proud of. You can even be proud of something that you've accomplished.
But you don't brag about it, right? There's a fine line between being boastful and brag.
Exactly.
Then that's being proud.
What did Paul say? If I'm gonna boast,
Mm-hmm.
if I'm gonna be proud, I'm just gonna be proud of what God's done, what He had done.
Yes.
Because, like He said, look, I am not anybody, really. I'm the worst of sinners, and if God's done something in my life, I'm proud of that. Amen.